Happy Sabbath this morning. Actually, I'm going down early. I want to go see older lady that I have not checked up on in a while, and she's calling for me, so I'm going to go see her. And you know, came upon her and what she was doing, and yesterday, and I sent word that I'm going to be back again this morning. I just be that I have communication with, and they all are over 90 years old. One couldn't help a certain question. They all say the same thing. Now, in research methodology, or when you first come up with what they call a hypothesis, it's got to be tested. Now, I know that what I'm getting ready to share is very narrow compared to using it as a sample, because you have so many people, but I'm just saying that I see a pattern, and I'm going to drop the question that I asked them in a second. I saw the same pattern come up, so one could almost conclude that the answer that they gave me to my question is the reason. Well, let me skip all that. Let me just get to the question. What I asked these three old ladies when I saw them, different times, they don't know each other. Well, two of them do. I asked, Mother, you're doing so good. How do you do it? What do you do? What's the secret to just being healthy and seasoned? I never call them old. I call them seasoned. And all of them independently told me the same thing. They say it the same way. I love it. They say, I just be reading that word, baby. I just be reading that word. And all three of them, same answer. All of them over 90 years old, 91, 92. They all are over 90, but they're like 91, 92. I don't think 91, 92 years old. And again, one of them still drives. All of them cook for themselves. And their answer and response is, I just be reading that word, baby, reading that word. So the word of God is quick, it's powerful, it's sharper than any two-edged sword. The word of God is so powerful that when Joshua took over the reins of Moses, he was so discouraged that he would not be able to perform the way in which Moses performed. He didn't think that he had what it took. And so the angel of the Lord spoke unto him and said, Joshua, all you have to do is meditate in my word. Don't turn to the right, don't turn to the left, but meditate in my word day in and day out, and I will be with you like I was with Moses. Now that, brothers and sisters, just sends chills down my spine to know how powerful in just what reading the word. David, the matriarch, says, thy word have I hid in my heart that I may not sin against thee. That's deep. Because the word transforms the mind, the heart of the mind. When you read it and you read it and you read it and you read it, it becomes a part of you. And anything that is contrary to the word, because you're filling the mind up with the word constantly, it has to be a life-changing experience. You won't do things that you used to do anymore. You won't, anything that's contrary to that word, it starts to drop off. So the Apostle Paul says, I die daily. Wonder why he dies daily. Because if he's reading the word daily, the old man is crucified. The old man. What's crucified? Sin. Sin has been taken away. He doesn't do certain things anymore. And Paul concluded by saying, when I wanted to do good, evil was present. And then he says, the things that I should do, I don't do. And the things that I want to do, I don't do. And then I find two members in this body warring against each other. And then he says, who shall deliver me from this? Who's going to deliver me? And let me tell you, Christ, the Messiah, is the word. In fact, when he returns, on his thigh, there's going to have a title that says the word. He's the word. He's the truth. He's the life. He says, take my yoke upon you. Take that yoke. And let me tell you something. When we meditate in the word, brothers and sisters, it gives you life. Now, I don't know if there's a nexus between these three ladies and that the word will add life to you, but I will say that. He says, keep my commandments and live. And live. And then he also says, honor thy mother and thy father all the days of your life, that your days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. The word. And they said, I just be reading that word, baby. 91, 92 years old, still driving, all three of them still cook for themselves and others. They get up every day. They're happy. They're mobile. And their answer is, I just be reading that word, baby. I just be reading that word. I thought this was a phenomenal answer. I thought that this was great, and I thought it was awesome enough to share with you on this Sabbath morning. It's my thought for the day. I just be reading that word, baby. I just be reading that word. Stay in the word of God. Peace, happy Sabbath. Tune in to us today at 1 o'clock p.m. We hope that you all come on and be with us. And as we bring the message live today. Peace. Shalom.